Is there something you need to...
Just like before, just what you thought. Tell me what year you used to live. I also did a little research.
Holy cow.
Can you read what other word is with Nikki? Hello everybody, this is Dom from Upstate Supernatural. And this week, I'd like to welcome everybody that's tuning in. We're going to be testing out the IB-1, the Impossible Box, number 1, from Ghosthunterapps. What you see up in this corner of the screen right here is a thermal camera. From now on, I'm going to be doing the streams with Spirit Box Weekly with a thermal camera. You can see myself, kind of see me move my arm. Let me do this arm instead. There you go. Hello. And we're going to be doing a thermal camera with the streams from now on for Spirit Box Weekly. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. If you missed out, actually last night we were using the Vocubus with live spirit frequencies. Seemed to be a pretty good show with decent, trying to get the clarity on that a little better for everybody. We had some decent responses and so forth, and if you haven't checked that out, you can see that on our YouTube channel. It's under liveparanormal.com. It's every Thursday, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. And you can also check out more information about upcoming channels or other channels that are out there by going to Paraglobal TV, which was created by Simon James, myself, and Paraghoster. Trying to think if there's anything else. Not really for any more announcements. Next Sunday, not this Sunday, we do have another interview with a Ghost Hunter episode coming out with John Mizzy. Very awesome dude. He creates his own gear and so forth. It's pretty cool. But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and I hope everybody enjoys the show. Hopefully the thermal does something. If you see that little blue, that's actually the window behind me. The blue gives, obviously with just like a temperature gun, blue is actually a colder temperature. And hey, Paraghoster's in here. Very cool. If you guys, if we have any new people watching this, don't forget to check out Paraghoster. He's in the featured channels. He's got some really good spirit communication videos that he's done on there, and he's also done a lot of shows with us. Basically a thermal camera. If there's a temperature anomaly, it'll show up and hopefully be able to capture something that we can't see with our naked eye. It basically only takes film by temperature. I do have candles over here, and if you see, there's a lot of temperature right there. It's actually telling you what the temperature is on those. I have no idea what this is going to do. Does it show up with the temperature? I have no idea. But anyway, let's go ahead and start out with the IB-1. Actually, next Friday night, Spirit Box Weekly, we'll be doing week 42. And right afterwards at 11:30 to 1:30 a.m., we're having a special Halloween Eve episode with possibly, I'm still finalizing it, but the creator of Ghosthunterapps should be jumping on the show with us, and should be a good experience. I didn't announce it on Live Spirit Frequencies, but this show goes hand in hand with that episode that's going to be coming out. It's going to be a Halloween special, and you can tune in next Friday night. We're going to have a double header, Spirit Box Weekly, week 42, and the Halloween special. So let's get the show on the road. And this device right here, I'm not sure why it's crooked on this. Let's see if I can correct that for everybody. I guess the camera itself is. Anyway, this camera right here is focused right on the tablet. What this device is the Huff Paranormal / Ghosthunterapps Impossible Box IB-1. This actually just came out fairly recently. I've used it once, maybe twice, which I wanted to save using it for having everybody else to use it with. It's very similar in some ways to the SCD-1 with some of the interface, but this actually it's been pretty notable for having some really clear communication. So let's go ahead and turn this on. You got two different modes. You got mode 1, which is right here, and then mode 2 is non-English. Need to connect right to my internet real quick. For some reason it disconnected. Connect automatically. Do that real quick. Apologize about that. Popping up in 1 second. Alrighty. And we should have audio coming right through this. Yep. Hello, hello. If there's any spirits that may be present. Oh, it's actually still loading. Green bar right up here, right over here, is loading for it. This does have the Q meter also installed with it, which the Q meter is supposed to test for electronic magnetic frequency fluctuations. Hello, hello. That was really loud. I apologize.
At the moment that
any spirits within communication. This is a new device. I apologize. I had some major complications last week. I'm happy to be back and trying to communicate with you. Let me turn down the delay just a tad.
when they came around for a awful thing, and I said I wouldn't. Yes. So now.
Hello, hello.
Behind the ladder.
Doctrine of necessity. Also,
Society.
Jonathan Sartre.
Any spirits in communication, are you able to utilize this application to try to communicate with us?
Abraham Lincoln and the idea of community in the 19th century.
And I actually, when I first turned this on, I went straight to mode 2. I'm going to go do that right now for everybody. This is non-English. Hello, hello. Huh. don't hear anything coming out of it. I see it lighting up. There we go. Any spirits in communication? This is Dominic. I believe we've spoke numerous times. Feel free to try to say anything or let yourself be known. How are you doing this evening? I'd like to thank everybody that's tuned in. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do some shout outs while we're trying to utilize this. Just because I hadn't done that yet. Mary Dallas, Doppelganger, Aaron, Emmy Mummy, Rhonda Sutton, thanks for being in here. Paraghoster, Joe Sweeney. Let me see. Twister Dar, Nikki Paranormal, Azelle Williams, and any individuals. If I missed anybody, thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions that you'd like me to ask, go ahead and type it in the chat. I'd be happy to try to ask. Any spirits in communication, you can try to utilize this device. If there's anything I can help try to do to critique this, let me know. Is there any way possible you can let me know what your name is? And I'm not sure I caught what you were trying to say right there. Is there any way you could repeat that, please? If you do know who I am, I do come in peace and love, and I mean no offense. I'm just curious on how to communicate, how to help you. see Sharon Allen, Daniela. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like, you can take a seat right next to me. I'd be happy to have you try to communicate. Jen Treasure Trove, thanks for being in here. I'm going to switch right back actually to mode 1 real quick and see how this goes for a little bit. It's taking a second for it to load. Huh.
Your
known as Mother Earth rights and called for an international enforcement of the new laws. This is another backdoor avenue to implementing communitarian law that supersedes
Any spirits, are you able to try to communicate with this? Basically,
Boy, that was melting.
When you hear this trying to communicate, can you try to talk with it? Maybe your voice will come over it.
You'd be surprised.
But they can be lethal.
Try to speak as slowly as you can. My name is Dominic. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Then heat sometimes.
Do a search.
You have nothing to be afraid of. Alright, just gotta reopen this real quick. I'm loading that up real quick. Callie, thanks for being in here. We got Paraghoster in here as well with Callie and Mary Dallas, and it's great to see everybody here with us tonight. Hello?
He asserts, and he had a very good look at this object, that the object
To benefit, like you said.
Hello, hello.
Jew both gave large amounts of money to
How you doing this evening? How you doing this evening?
8
Now, are you always around here, or do you come and go?
and also
Gathering the intelligence, or do you?
Trending topic on Twitter in Australia, and they
You're off to my right, I believe. You're off to my right, I believe.
Probably sometime Saturday.
information really.
What are we gonna do? Well, no.
Try to stick to facts. That's my style. That's my training. But it occurred to me after our program last week.
How old are you?
Much later,
And I wish I had some kinder things to say about our intelligence community, but it's never happened.
Look, anything like an.
Thank you, Arthur. I mentioned it. I read the whole page of that book.
They weren't getting it.
There's only one.
control of a nation's
They're.
Any spirits in communication? Are you nearby? Look down.
From this day forward, we were
Today is Friday. Do you know what yesterday was?
That was supposed to happen last June. Remember, folks?
Right.
And it's now October, and in all probability, it's not going to happen.
Well, that's because the Obama administration is not going to move fast unless it's taking away our rights. And our freedom. And you brought up.
Were you able to manipulate that to say that it's October?
Hello. I saw a kind of look at. I usually don't.
Intergalactic.
on religion and
Please. Yeah. Cal refused this.
Very interesting.
Obama, and he's because I was the one who started it, and he said,
Well, I believe you're just trying to come through. You just about did. Can you try to do that again, please?
Which was formerly a
libraries, law and liberty laws.
uncharacteristic of a fireball, a meteorite, or a meteor.
Were you married? Can you tell me can you tell me what color the lights are in here? That light there and that light there.
And Trevor.
Good idea. And that way we'll know it's a real camera.
You really have to read that.
This may surprise you, Mom, because the book is.
That's a pretty cool song right there. Huh. Are you manipulating the device to cause it to crash? Because it stayed on a lot longer than that. I'm going to go back to... Oh, we got Rebecca M in here as well. Thanks for tuning in. Switched over to bank mode 2. This is the non-English bank. Let's try this out, see what happens. Just loading the stream. You can see the green bar actually over here on the side. That right there. That's your loading screen.
Getrieben worden sind.
Hello. Take your time. I don't mean any offense to you at all.
Docente alla cattedra di pittura. Che lui considera.
Are you afraid to communicate? Are you afraid to talk because everybody's trying to communicate with you?
Vero e proprio testo.
How many people try to talk to you every day? Are you to my right? I know you're here, but are you to my right? Are you to my left? Are you to my left? You behind me? Trying to hide, or? any individuals, if you would like to try to touch me, or if you would like just to linger, that's fine. Just just testing this out, seeing what kind of communication we're able to communicate with this. Well, you gotta love Peace Paranormal. Thanks for tuning in with us. Now, any spirits of love, light, you are more than welcome to try to communicate. Any spirits that are of a negative nature, if you'd like to try to communicate, if it's because we're frustrating you, please just allow me to know that. I'm not trying to offend you or frustrate you. Rebecca, thanks for being in here. And any individuals, if you have any questions you would like me to ask, feel free to type it in the chat. I can see it. It's off to my left. Any spirits, what you see on the screen this is being recorded. Other individuals are viewing this live with me doing this, and they are able to see or hear you trying to communicate. Maybe I may miss something, and hopefully they're able to hear that. The reason these purple bulbs are here is they are ultraviolet light with infrared lights above them. They should not hurt you, and if they do, please let me know. And Martin of Extreme Senses is actually in here. I'd like to thank Martin for tuning in. Now, any spirits, is there something that I can do to help you communicate any better, or with more strength? Okay, I'm not sure what just happened there. I'm just waiting for it to respond. Should be responding any second. And again, the first time I used this was only probably about a minute or 2 minutes. So this is fresh with everybody. I'd like to welcome in Rebecca Whitehurst. Thanks for tuning in as well. And any spirits, if you try to communicate slower, you may be able to be heard better. It works with a multitude of other devices. Now with the Impossible Box, the spirits are it's been told that the spirits are able to manipulate it to get the sound banks to actually turn on, basically by the Q meter. If there's electromagnetic frequency that pulses that, it should allow for communication. Now my question is actually, if I bring this away from the amplifier, away from a little bit more of the electromagnetic stuff, it should hypothetically, I'm hoping, work a little more frequently for communication. And this does actually have, there we go. This does actually have has a bank, has the mode 1, which is very similar to the FCD-1, streaming live radio in essence, but it spits out fragments, and then mode 2. Mode 2 is non-English. The EMF detection, as I've been told by Anthony, is actually a fluctuation between the Bluetooth.
Did I offer you this afternoon?
Go ahead, Nick. Yeah, I was just saying that's probably.
With any of the spirit boxes, I mean, especially word banks or fragments, there is a chance that there's a good chance that you can get fragments of words that may come through. Actually, with the Phasma box, with the non-English, we had English words coming through.
It's a script that's owned by a
So I'm actually very curious with this, if that'll actually happen the same.
slavery.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I might teach you, and they have to appreciate that.
But, yeah.
Thank you.
Do you have a website? Do you have a website?
We're working on it as we speak. In fact, I was supposed to come on to debut the new website for a vehicle that I built.
Right.
We're just not done. It's technically that's out of my hands, so unfortunately, it's somebody else's speed. But I will have that effect in the next 2 weeks when it's up. I'm hoping to get later this week. Maybe we can reschedule, do another, and at least kind of come back in and I can at least let you know.
All right, what I'm actually going to do
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have you on for a few minutes during one of the
is
first
something
half
that I
hours
did
and
before,
then-
way back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to walk out of the room and completely leave the house for a second. The thermal will be playing, so you won't see me in the thermal. And if you have any questions on how the device works, again, you can find out more information on the website. And that goes for any device that's out there. You can go to the manufacturer's website to find out more information. Again, with all applications, I like to try to stay biased and not try to pick or choose just one that's the greatest or the best. I do have to say, so far, I've had some extremely good results with SCD-1 on week 11, and I had some amazing responses with the Phasma box during the Extreme Senses special. So if you haven't seen any of those, definitely check those out. But I want to try to leave this alone. See what happens. Any spirits in communication, see right where it is, and feel free to try to use this. Try to utilize it. All right, and I am leaving the room. You're gonna hear the door open.
I'm out here pushing. Don't fuss. We're not having a fight this week, man. Seems the only thing with. As soon as we hear.
As Christendom.
Choices Flooring Store. Or view the catalogue today at choicesflooring.com.
Put your foot down.
Yes, certainly. Mind what you're putting your foot down into.
Now then, I take it you're the owner of this property. Your full name is Daniel Merridew.
Daniel Rex Merridew.
Rex?
That's right, sir. They do say that my old dad were hoping for a dog.
The tasteless, undetectable bus ran away.
Just not listening.
Your car can do what NASA couldn't do, the entire NASA couldn't do in the 60s. Your car.
Oh.
Mild-mannered vicar of St. Mary's Church.
Good morning.
He's happy.
The best terrorists pay plus 20% every race.
You and me?
Look out, car opens up. Phenomenal experience in a
All right.
At the top.
Hello? Hello? Not really. The free device that you can pick up is actually contact Extreme Senses. They have a free product you can pick up as well. Yeah. Any spirits in communication? Is there an easier way for me to try to use this with you? Is there too many devices? Let me turn this off.
You should always. Contrary description.
And again, for anybody that showed up late, there's a thermal camera which is in view right now. From now on, with all Spirit Box Weekly episodes, the thermal camera will be used in the section off to the side. And for any of the Ghost Hunter apps, you need to have a tablet that has 2 gigs of RAM. If you don't, it'll do exactly what that just did, which is it will crash after probably 15-20 minutes. It's just one of the things with the Ghost Hunter apps. The Vocubus actually didn't do that as much, but the IB box is kind of doing it just as much as kind of the GB1 did. GB1, the GB Rift. But you should be able to see numbers on the thermal camera. See if there's any anomaly that possibly happens in the room. I need to figure out how to get it so it gets the whole room for everybody. But yeah, it should work out a little bit better. We can try to see what happens. You can't. It's hard to denounce thermal imaging. There are things that you can denounce with it, but it's difficult to do. Again, with any of the Ghost Hunter apps, you want to have a 2 gig RAM tablet. This is only a 1 gig RAM tablet, but it's the tablet I've used from day one. So.
To think she was in here only yesterday, coming to...
With all the spirit boxes that are out there, I mean, I try to test each one.
Because what we don't want to see is...
After this one, we'll definitely be doing the EVR, just to test that out. And then after that, depending on when the Infinity box comes out, we'll be testing that out as well.
Yeah, it's too many predicted folks. I remember what we
Use Reddit. Just
Thing is written on the wind. And tablet somewhere, I think, too. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
You're listening to our fellow Summer in Time on Premier Radio Networks. Tonight, an encore presentation of Coast to Coast AM from March 23rd, 2000.
good question. What the hell? And turn that off and what is going on? I got a volume thing popping up on my I'm not touching anything. It's very odd. That's extremely odd. Is it because of this? Is it because of this? Any spirits, if you were fluctuating with the volume, can you do that again? Okay, it must have been something to do with the tablet, possibly the touch screen or something that was causing that. Again, without, I mean, the only way you can truly try to validate is try to see if you can ask a spirit or ask an entity to repeat what happened, just see if it happens again, or just check all the different plugs and so forth to see if that's an issue. So right now I gotta write that off as nothing at the moment. It was extremely odd though, but again, it's not. There's no way to prove that was paranormal or anything beyond just a technological error. Yeah, it was really weird. It is loading. It does take a little bit of time to load. So far, I'm, just like everybody else that's viewing. Anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. I'm learning this just along with everybody else.
One 877-928.
I've never had it happen in that light unless I unplug the audio cord and plug it back in, which my hand was actually in front of the tablet, so I have to denounce that. But yeah, it could have been a glitch with the tablet itself. Any spirits, can you trigger this device to turn on or ping? Everybody, can you ping the light? Is that able to be seen? I'm trying to get it so you can see it.
There's two main messages. One is these things plans.
FreedomFreedomSlips.com. We'll be right back. Who are you?
Can you ping this light right here, the Q meter? Can you ping that to go to orange?
I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons, a number 9 coal, and the straw boss said, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you come because I can't go. I owe my soul to
On command, can you ping the Q meter to go to orange? Can you ping that to go to yellow and stay on yellow?
KOTEN.
That's more visible.
Again, I'm new to this, just like everybody else is viewing right now. I try to keep all the apps before I test them out on the show fresh. So this is really one of the first experiences I'm having with this as well.
Alcohol.
Barista. Home anyway.
Again, can you...
Now on Earth, 6 billion plus. Percentage-wise, do you think would buy it?
A lot, if they brought with them, say, genetic enhancements,
Sure.
amazing technology.
Better color TV, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Think about technology that would be so advanced that if you integrated it into the human body, you would be telepathic and smarter than Einstein and more creative than Mozart and Picasso.
Pretty godlike.
Everybody would want that, and you hit the point right there, godlike. They will evolve us into...
like to thank everybody for tuning in for Spirit Box Weekly. We'll be to be continued till next Friday, testing out this device. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will see what else happens with this. Again, I'd like to thank everybody that's here, and I hope everybody has a beautiful weekend. We'll be back next Friday. Don't forget to check out Thursday's show, Live Spirit Frequencies on liveparanormal.com. And yeah, I think that's everything for this week. Everybody have a great night, and safe Halloween.